Hello and welcome to the Red Herring, where I read it so you don't have to. Today's strange fact: Elvis never performed a single encore, so when he left, he wasn't coming back. Hence the phrase, Elvis has left the building. Today's topic: teachers of Reddit. What is the greatest way a student has misinterpreted one of your assignments? Former Seattle high school teacher here, I had one particular class which was very literal and I was cracking down on homework being late. I said, this assignment is due on Wednesday, so to get full credit, email it to me before Thursday so that I can start grading it in time before we meet again. One student, actually named Kevin, asked what time it should be emailed, so I said by midnight. He said midnight would be Thursday, fair point, so I clarified, 11:59 p.m. would work. Another kid said he'd be in Arizona, another time zone, and asked what he should do. I smiled and announced 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This should not have been a time crunch for anyone. This one girl emailed me Wednesday night at 11:21 p.m. saying, "Here it is, sorry it's early, I stayed up an extra 2 hours waiting for 11:59, but I'm just so tired and my dad wants me to go to bed. Thanks for understanding." I would have fit right in, all my assignments are turned in at 11:59. I am a teacher, but this story was from when I was a student. In debate class, we had to debate euthanasia. The kid who was supposed to argue for it went first. He started talking about how necessary it was, and how terrible it was that we didn't use it more before. He was giving all these examples of people that needed to be euthanized, people who needed amputations, people with cavities, babies. It became very clear very quickly that either this kid was a monster or he was talking about something else. Teacher asked him, "Charles, are you talking about euthanasia or anesthesia?" The kid replied, "I have made a terrible mistake." I still quote that to this day, cracks me up every time. "Well, Mr. Jones, the x-rays seem to indicate you actually have a number of cavities. I'm sorry, but Look, I swear, it's just leftover broccoli on my teeth. Please, I have a wife. It was just broccoli." "We'll give you a few minutes to inform your wife, but then we're going to have to put you under." Alright, this one cracked me up. I pretty much lost it at euthanize the babies. "The cavities did it for me. How's it look, doctor?" "Well, unfortunately, it looks like you have a cavity developing in your number 2. You need to take care of that or we're going to have to put you down. You need to floss like your life depends on it because it does." As a teacher of a community college library course, I assigned a student the task of compiling a bibliography of books for high school students on the Middle Ages. Half of the bibliography contained books on midlife crisis, empty nesters, and menopause. Once the teacher asked us to do problems 1 to 10 for homework. One of my friends did problems 1, 2, and 10, thinking the teacher said 1, 2, 10 instead of 1, 2, 10. I guess that needs to be spelled out there. Hey, that's better than me. In 3rd grade, I wasn't paying attention, so when the teacher said do pages 260 problems, 1 to 30 and 45 to 50, I did all the problems on pages 1 to 30 and 45 to 50, and 260 in my math book. It was a rough night. That's some dedication. This happened in my 1st or 2nd grade class. We were given black construction paper and chalk, and told to make a skeleton on the paper with the chalk. One of the kids started having difficulty with the task, and the teacher, along with the rest of us, realized he was gluing chalk in the shape of a skeleton onto the paper and had run out of chalk pieces. To be fair, make is different than draw. Yeah, that's true. He was told to make a skeleton. Also fairly inspired, given both chalk and bones are primarily calcium. I did not know that. Art class. Teacher wanted 12 thumbnail sketches. Small rough idea of the picture of our ideas for a painting. One girl drew her thumbnail 12 times. Please tell me her final painting was thumbnails. Explains why painters always looking at their thumb. I've taught math from 6th through geometry. This assignment was one of the best I have seen. 6th grade student. Just look at the instructions and his answers. Okay, instructions here. Add or subtract. They're all add. Add. There's 1 subtract, 2 subtract. You didn't actually solve the problem. I have some other really funny ones that I keep for us, but this is the best misinterpretation of the work. As hard as it is to believe, this was not a student trying to be funny. He really had no clue this was not what he was supposed to do. I wonder what went through his head at problem 16. Here's some inspirational words of wisdom. Exercise can be described as making love to the camera in a crowded theater. Please like, comment, or subscribe. Thanks for watching.